Breaking news coming in just tonight, this afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Horror story coming in from Utah in USA. Charlie Kirk, the so-called powerful right-wing influencer, according to this report, has been shot at an event in Utah. Uh, he was speaking at an event in Utah Valley University, when a shot rang out, the crack of what sounded like a high-powered rifle rang out, and Charlie Kirk, who was sitting under cover from the sun, was seen clasping the left side of his neck, and he fell off his chair onto the ground. I've seen some of the close-up videos of this, and if they are legitimate, which it looks like they are, it's a very bad injury indeed. A very bad injury indeed. So I want to look at the details in this. I've got a couple of video clips to show you, just to show you the pandemonium in the area, a news clip from the scene also. And then we'll get into the reasons why I believe he was targeted, because of who he was and what he stood for. So the details are as follows. Mr. Kirk had been talking for around about 20 minutes during a presentation in Orem, when witnesses heard a shot fired from a nearby building. A spokesperson told Sky News' US partner NBC News. So there are a lot of videos out there at the minute on social media showing who is being described as a well-known supporter of Donald Trump, speaking into a microphone, sitting under a white tent with the slogans "The American Comeback" and "Prove Me Wrong" on his stage or his setup. Single shot heard. Mr. Kirk can be seen reaching up with his right hand as blood comes out from the left side of his neck. Then he falls off his chair. Absolutely horrendous. Up to date reports in this one, literally just from minutes ago. Trump ally Charlie Kirk shot at campus event. A conservative activist has been shot. An influential ally. The suspect is in custody. I've got a clip of the alleged suspect, being arrested. Shot fired from 200 yards away, and descriptions are he was shot in the neck. He's in the hospital. It doesn't look good. So that's the background behind this one. We will have a look at the actual event. So this is the actual rally. As you can see there, this is the university campus in Utah. He's just sitting there, the big crowds there. Very, very well attended. It's a beautiful day, and you can hear a solitary crack ringing out, which is the shooter firing a rifle from a distance of around about 200 yards.
Oh my God. Cody, go, run.
Then
We're not counting gang violence. Oh my God. Cody, go, run.
Then, as you can imagine, all hell breaks loose after that. People are in a panic. People are running for cover. They don't know what's happening. Is this a mass shooting going to be happening? And ironically, when he was shot, he was talking about shootings due to gang violence and shootings with trans shooters in schools. He was actually talking about that as the crack rang out. Now, a man was apprehended. This is the alleged shooter being taken away under arrest.
This is the guy that shot him?
So the shooter looks like an older white male, looks to be over 50 years of age, in my opinion. White. He was wrestled to the ground. He was handcuffed. He was dragging himself along. Then he was picked up by the arresting officers before being taken away into custody, and with the crowd shouting abuse and screaming in disbelief at what they've just witnessed and the possibility that this was the man responsible for this heinous attack on Charlie Kirk. Now, again, Charlie Kirk's very outspoken about his beliefs and his views, and rightly so. We live in a world where we're supposed to be able to express ourselves freely without inciting any hatred or violence towards any other people. And as a result of his beliefs and what he stands for, he has been targeted to be shot by this man. So I have a little clip here, and it's very powerful, where he outlines exactly what he's about, what his vision for America and the world is. He outlines his faith, and then it cuts to what he was saying just before this alleged shooter let off a round that struck him in the neck, unfortunately. So let's hear his words. And as you listen to what he's saying, ask yourself a question. Was this somehow prophetic, that this could not be allowed to be said, that he was too direct and too to the point in his beliefs and expressions of his faith? And there are some people that just can't stand that. So listen, let's hear what he has to say.
Coming to the West. And the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combining with Islamism to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike till the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low crime neighborhood, not to have my kid be taught the lesbian, gay, transgender garbage in their school.
Is that too much to ask? Is that radical? To want what he's just outlined, is that radical these days? Is that so offensive that it would cause someone to lift a weapon and try and end this man's life? Is that the world that we're living in today? Is he wrong? Leave me a comment below. Is he wrong? Should he have been quiet? Should he have kept his feelings and thoughts to himself?
While also not having them have to hear the Muslim call to prayer 5 times a day. That's important. We want the American way of life, which is, by the way, Christendom. Christians, our sacrifice, our toil, our vision, the outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization. And this is where I think is a great rallying cry. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're black or white. Everybody, if you are Christian and Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, these two threats are combining forces to come after us. And it's time that the church stands and rises up against it.
Yep. Powerful words. And if ever there was a time that faith in Christianity was under attack, it is at this point right now that we're living in. We haven't seen this in a generation or several generations. Most people alive today have not seen persecution or encroachment like what is happening at the minute. And if you don't think that the church is being persecuted, check out an organization called Open Doors. They document the persecuted church on earth. They document mass killings. They document church burnings across the world, in Africa, in the Middle East, in parts of Asia. Things that people know nothing about because it's suppressed and it's kept hidden. So this man's rising up and he's nailing his colors to the mast. He's making it clear what he believes in, what his faith is, and what he wants to see for his children. And we have the result of that, either directly or indirectly, I believe, tonight. This is, and I'm not going to show it, I'll stop it just before the shot cracks off, but this was recorded tonight, just before he was shot, as he's being asked about these shooters in schools. It's crazy.
Not fair to say? All right, great. So, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
And at that point, the shot rings out, and he falls from that chair as he's being asked questions about mass shootings in schools and gang violence. Peacefully sitting at a university. He's got a wife. He's got 2 young daughters, I believe, 2 lovely young daughters. So please, God, protect him, Keep your hand upon him tonight. And the evil that he's standing against, the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So share this content, please. Let people know what's going on. Let people know what he stands for. You may not agree with everything he says. You may detest the guy. A lot of people reveling in this. Ghouls are reveling in this. Should never celebrate the hurt or injury of anyone, even if they're your enemies. God is our witness, and God will be our judge ultimately for the good and the evil that goes on in this world. So whether or not you were for or against this man is neither here nor there. What happened tonight was heinous, as with any violence on any person in any part of the world for any reason. Must be condemned. So please share. Please leave a comment below. Subscribe to this channel if you feel like it. It doesn't really matter in the scheme of things, but if you feel led to do so, please do so. I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media. Over and out.